1 second, I've forgotten to change over my headphones. There we go. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Today I'm going to be having a look at a game called Dredge by Black Salt Games. Not for any particular reason. I've given up trying to make videos for this channel. It's just not working. So I'm currently working on developing a games project in Unreal Engine 5. But I did buy Dredge because I do want to have a look at it personally. Because it's a game that I think that I would enjoy. As far as I know, it's a fishing game combined with a Lovecraftian psychological horror game. If you know anything about the Lovecraft genre, it's basically about nameless terrors from beyond the void, Cthulhu, that kind of thing. And someone thought it would be a good idea to combine that with a fishing game for some reason. As far as I'm aware, it's got quite a strong storyline behind it, and when you're not fishing, there's a lot of talking to people and investigation involved. That is what I know offhand. I'm going to play it. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it or not, so I don't know how long I'm actually going to be playing it for today, but I will be giving it a go, and if I like it, maybe I'll play it for 2 or 3 hours. If not, maybe only half an hour, I don't know. But it cost me about 10 quid during the Steam sale, and it's supposed to be an absolutely fantastic indie game, so I'm having a look. Then I'm going to, as I say, go back to Unreal Engine 5 and carrying on developing. I'm going to make some sort of video on what I'm working on there as soon as I've finished off the main menu and some of the initial control setup, the avatar, that kind of thing. But that's for later. For now, let's have a look. No voiceover, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to read it. The morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. I'm not going to do voices. I'm not going to do it. Welcome to Greater Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish, see if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. I assume pursuits are some sort of quest system. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time, it can really creep up on you. And away we go. Move forwards with W's S to reverse, turn with A and D. Shockingly, that is pretty standard. That was easy. Species added to Encyclopedia Blue Mackerel. Place. Alright, seems easy enough. Cod. So I need to get back to the harbour before the sun goes down. Time's moving along at a fair clip. It's easier to do it with the mouse. Blue mackerel. Cool. And the time stops when you're fishing, that's handy. More cut. Can I rotate these? I can rotate them. Tetris with fish. Cool. How many advances when you're moving, fishing, or taking other specific actions? Shapes in the deep. Ah. Can't do that right now, unfortunately. Why is there an exclamation mark next to the ship icon? Crap. 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 Perhaps I should use the F key instead. It looks like it's getting towards sundown. I better head back. Select the highlights by holding E, then toggle them with lights up you see but make you more visible. Ah, hold F. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, you should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds in hand, so we'll consider it a loan, but I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you'll need to sell fish at a local market, paying off your debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand. Obvious question. A local fishmonger will appraise and purchase what you catch. He's open at all hours. Off you go then, sell those fish while they're still fresh. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're a new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one would be a fair question. It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns in the islands might pay you different, but while you've still got a debt outstanding here, I suggest you work on paying it off first. So let's see what you've got. So sell with the F key. So the best to get appears to be the cod. Of what I collected so far, anyway. Oh, I could have just sold them all in one go, but never mind. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? A research part, a curious looking component. Could be used to develop new equipment, but would need some investigation at the dock first. Oh, one last thing, our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. So $38 left to repay. Apparently research is open. And I can increase the fishing speed by upgrading the hydraulic rod. Hydraulic rod now available in the stores, I see. So engines, pots and nets I can't click on for some reason. Okay. Shipwright. As you walk into the aisle, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is up front and everything else takes time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up, mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around, just remember the bigger equipment the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. So I have $67 and can't afford any of this. Can almost afford the simple skimmer though. Not much, but it would help. As would another rusty outboard engine. Okay. So fish and fully upgrade the vessel. That makes sense. No point in going out during the dark. A floating buoy, it serves to mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscure hazards. This dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Okay. Trophy caught. Good. The spot has now been depleted. Another cod, very good. Might as well keep going. Another cod. Cod, lots and lots of cod. Give me all the cod. The spot's been depleted. Can't do anything there. This looks interesting. Trader. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques, the shelves full of jewellery and other baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello, is that... No, I don't believe we've met. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialise in antiques and jewellery. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? Not really. Haven't got anything to do with research. The camera's kind of confusing because I can do that while keep going forward. It's not like when you're controlling a person. Oops. Ah. I've had a special order come through from a customer. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay you above normal prices. They asked for 1 golf flounder and 1 grey eel. Just bring them in when you have them. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. The shipwright should be able to sort that out for you. If you're ever hunting for specific species, check your encyclopedia. It could have information you need. I have no idea what the encyclopedia is. But fine. Loan repayment's going good. 189. Getting a weighted line would probably help. Get another 100 and give myself another engine too. A henchwoman approaches you from the steps of the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Oh. Why are you here? Well, I have a boat, I have fishing rods. It could be that I'm here to create wonderful pictures of art. Or sculpture. I like sculptures. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favour and move on. Okay, I said I came here to fish. I've been fishing. I've been selling fish. I'm pretty sure there's something here for me. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Okay. Mayor wants a word. Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east towards Little Marrow? Would you please give this package to the dock worker there, please? Mayor hands you a small damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. So these are the quests. And I've completed a fresh start. I should go to wherever Little Marrow is as soon as possible. Oh, it's literally where I've already been. That's easy enough. Encyclopedia tells me about the fishies. That's about it. It's quite a relaxed kind of game. I mean, so far anyway. I know it gets creepier. What a delivery. Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from you. Yeah, nice and fresh. This will do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. He hands you some money. 25 bucks. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use You'll surely get more use out of it. Pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of the pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're out on the water. Stop by for a chat any time. I know how lonely it can be. That's interesting. There's another town over there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get there. Blackstone Isle. Start with the mansion. Doors locked. Workshop. The workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. Go inside. It's locked. Okay. The fishmonger Grace Man receives special and customary says to pay me well for fulfilling the order. A gulf flounder and a grey eel. We need a rod that can handle shallow water. Which I have. So I assume I assume you just have to fish outside of these circle of rocks. And try to find the necessary fish. Something glowing gold over there. I have to go have a look tomorrow. I definitely need better engines because this is really slow. Lousy weather lady almost makes you not want to get out of bed, but you and I, we've got to do it. We're what keeps people from getting hungry. Another 70 bucks. Single unlucky hit is enough to knock out an engine, and you wouldn't want to be without a motor when the fog rolls in. Quite. That should help. Mayor again. What can I do for you? Yeah. How much would you like to repay? Yeah. Now what else can I do for you? I want to ask about the wider region. Certainly, is there somewhere in particular you wish to know more about? Gale Cliffs. Well, the main port over there is a place called Ingfell. It's right on the approach to the cliffs. You can't miss it. It's a whaling town, but I haven't heard much talk of it these days. I think quite a few people have left one way or another. Is there another area I'd like to discuss? I'll find out when I get there, frankly. What happened to the last fisherman? The last fisherman, oh, he was very unreliable. He'd go out at night, come back with no fish, and proceed to sleep all day. He was also a terrible captain. I mean, really terrible. Constantly running aground on the reef, even in broad daylight. His shipwright almost ran out of wood for repairs. No, he was no good. One evening he left and never came back. So long, he shan't be missed by us. Now, what else can I do for you? Yeah, I should get back to work. Let's see what the glowy thing is. Speed's improved a bit. I'll have a read of that in a minute. Basic fish, not much point. Yet more cod. Trophy cod. My reflexes, that game is quite easy. I think I have to hit up one of those blue patches for the fish that I need for that quest. Mayor is walking quickly towards you. He seems to be in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news. Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger's services. He might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects, lumber, metal scraps, that kind of sort of thing. How do I get the materials? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast, from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them. Materials assigned towards upgrades will be stored here, so don't worry if you only have half of what we need. I think I'll start with the engines. Let's sell the fish first. Have you seen that strange red light at night? No, because I haven't been out during the night. It seems to be rising from the west. $150. So what I probably need is about 410 for the hydraulic rod. And at least 180 for the cloudy lens. Remember, you don't have to have all the materials at once. You can store whatever you have right here at the dry dock. Okay, I want the engine spaces, but obviously I can't buy something I don't have the materials for. Ah, I thought I had something new to say. Morning on the second day of the honeymoon, and our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the island's inlets, the back of the Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here, the layers and colours are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. So obviously it was written by a woman who had just gotten married to presumably the old fisherman. The mayor didn't seem to like him though. Odd. there's another bottle over here.